Syria's ambassador to the UN has slammed an anti-Damascus draft resolution recently proposed by Saudi Arabia and its allies, saying it reveals Saudi hysteria caused by the failure of its Wahhabi terror plot in the war-torn country. Bashar Ja'afari said in a statement to the UN General Assembly that the draft resolution about the human rights situation in Syria was an arbitrary document put forward by the countries that themselves support terrorism, incite sedition, destroy countries, kill nations, and occupy lands, Sana news agency reported on Wednesday. The Riyadh regime's proposal of the resolution is a strange paradox and an insult to the issue of human rights, as well as another scandal for the UN, which was previously subjugated to the Saudi blackmail and kept silent on the kingdom's war crimes in Yemen, Ja'afari said. The Syrian envoy further noted that Saudi Arabia should be the last one which has the right to talk about human rights due to his black record in the humanitarian and legal domains towards its people and the foreigners who are treated as slaves. But the biggest disgrace and scandal are represented in supporting the Saudi draft resolution on human rights in Syria, since everyone knows that Saudi Arabia is the greatest and most dangerous dictator on earth, as it employs money and distorts the principles of religion to suppress its people in the first place and to support terrorism in Syria and every spot and city in this world, Ja'afari said. The draft resolution reflects the state of hysteria and political deficiency of the al-Saud regime and its allies, backers, and sponsors after the Syrian Arab army defeated their Wahhabi terrorist scheme in Syria, he added. Takfirism, which is trademark of many terrorist groups operating in Syria, is largely influenced by Wahhabism, the radical ideology dominating Saudi Arabia and freely preached by Saudi clerics. Elsewhere in his statement, the Syrian official touched on ex-Qatari Prime Minister Hamad bin Jassim's confession that Qatar, Saudi Arabia and Turkey had sent their weapons for militant groups in Syria via the U.S. military forces in the region. Based on the confession, Ja'afari said, Riyadh and Doha have spent $137 billion United States dollars in destroying Syria. In addition to that, huge sums were also spent on destroying Yemen, Iraq, and Libya and others. This is what the Saudi regime is doing with the huge wealth which it possesses. It supports, funds, and promotes terrorism, and it destroys the image of the Arabs and Muslims in the world, he pointed out.